I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Ron Kwakadash. And this video is going over parenting skills um, while you're in the truth. It's just going over some skill sets and and a mindset to how to deal with your children when it's truth. For starters, I would like to say for those that's in the truth and for those who who was fortunate enough for the Most High to wake them up, thank the Lord for that, because that's a blessing, that you want to be in the truth, especially if you're the elect of the elect, hopefully. So anyway, when it comes to parenting your children in the truth, it's not always easy. Because if you are, it also depends on what part of your life, as well, that you came into the truth. Because sometimes, if your kid's already grown and then you come to the truth, or they halfway grown, they're adolescents, and it's kind of, you might have a chance to cultivate their minds with the truth and steer them the right way. But if their mindset's already established and already rooted, it's kind of difficult to break that, because that's all they know, So you can't really fault their children, you know what I'm saying? But you can hold on, guys. You can the only thing you can do is try to tell them where they lack at, and just trying to be very, very understanding, be merciful to your kids. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to be overly hard on your children. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, guys. My bad. I hit the button by accident. Hold on, guys. So I'm gonna make this short. I'm not gonna make this long. So, when you have children involved in this truth, it's your duty and your responsibility to steer them in the right way. Like I was saying, read the scriptures to them, talk about them, give them warnings, give them some influx of what's going on. Don't leave them out in the dark. Tell them, but don't bear it down on them. I know you want your children to follow you, and keep the ordinance of the Most High. But if they choose to do wicked and not listen, let them go. Let them go. You just pray for them. You pray for your children and let Yahweh deal with it. Because eventually your children will reap what they sow. Okay, so at the end of the day, just try to install the proper values, the morals, the respect, how to be, show them how to be humble, and how to live modestly, respect their neighbors. Remember, you are the first so-called well, role model. That's what the world say. But you're the first person that they look up to on how you treat people, because for whatever you do, your child's gonna emulate that. If you come up as a very condescending person, you're very, very evil, and you're very destructive. Not only that you're causing harm and affliction to others, your child is gonna do the same thing. You know how they say the apple don't fall so far from the tree. And and when you're evil, most of the time your child is going to look at those things and they're gonna start investing in those evil ways, and they're gonna become hard-headed, and the hard head make a soft behind. That's why I made that video about the gang members. And if your family members is in a generation of gangs, if your family members is still a part of the gang life based on the generations, and they have not left it, then I tell you something about your family. And I'm not saying that there's bad people that want to, just join gangs and do wrong. That's not what I'm saying. But it's also show you that where they lack thereof, they need a more spiritual push. Sometimes we quick to put someone down, but we don't know that the Lord will use them, And I just wish you guys could take heed of that, and just thank the Most High for allowing Him to open your eyes to see what's going on out here in this world. Because there's a world way beyond this world that you see in a physical form. There's a spiritual world, and there's spiritual things going on. And I hope you guys take heed of what's going on. And and if you're a parent and you come into the truth and the knowledge of the Most High, knowing that you're the Israelite, and if your child or children come together and y'all both are growing together, that's a beautiful thing. Because sometimes you may have one that's going to believe and one not going to believe. You're going to have one that's not going to believe and one will believe. So, but you will want to be on the one that believe. That means that the Lord is very merciful to you. So, don't be overly righteous towards your children, but also mean business. But don't put your child down. I know sometimes we guilty of that. I'm guilty of it. I know you guys are guilty of it as well, or have done or said things that we meant not to say to our children. But remember, they look at you first based on the decisions you made. Okay, and then they're gonna reflect and say, "Damn, my mother and father made that kind of decision, knowing that I'm going to absorb and see this shit." So certain things that my dad or mom did, that I didn't like, I told myself that I'm not going to indulge in those things. Not because I'm scared, it's just because what's the purpose of that? Which is, it's not right. You know what I mean? But not to take away what my mother and father taught me about morals and values. And my mother was on us, man. When my father was not around or he that doing things for the house or whatever, my mother was on me and my sister, man. She made sure that we had manners. Even though I'm grown and I have my own little ways, but I don't forget the things that my mother taught me and what my father taught me. I'm very grateful that my father used to read the Bible to me, open up the Bible, read it to me We used to talk about Yahweh all the time, and despite of his shortcomings and his demons that he was battling in his life, but he also made sure that it was time that when the word come out, it was always very wonderful to talk about it. I just like how my son, he'll talk to me about the word, and he has that same loving spirit, that kind spirit when it comes to he's very inquisitive. He wants to know, and as his dad, it's my duty to teach my son the commandments and how to keep the commandments, but also know that to have forgiveness and mercy and be kind, be gentle to others, man. Because the Lord see these things. So I don't want him to do the things that I've done, because sometimes I got my ways of how I am, but I that's how the Lord got to deal with me, and at the end of the day, listen, I had a rough time also in my life where I can't trust people. People always trying to well, I don't allow them, you know what I mean? But people think that they always try to be slick towards me, but I always catch them. I always find a way, or some way, somehow, or the Lord reveal it to me, whatever, So once somebody crossed that line and that barrier towards me, yeah, I'll forgive you, but you can't be around me, you know what I mean? Because my life is very important to me. My soul is very important. So that's why I teach my son how to look out for people like this: crooks, murderers, thieves, spies, demonic devil people, man, so that he can do the right things. All right, guys, but listen, when you're in the truth, trying to practice and exercise the word of the Lord with your children, read the Bible with them and go over the word. You know what I'm saying? And don't make them feel bad, or you looking down at them because you got the truth and they're not ready yet. Sometimes their spirit is not ready yet. So listen, guys, just trying to be kind and trying to be merciful, and also don't let your child raise you. You raise your children. Because today you have children that's raising parents, telling parents what to do. Because they have this, they've spoiled you. They have this, they have their own ulterior motives. Their own agendas to do what they want. But I don't work that way. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm telling you now, you're the parent. You take control. You know what I'm saying? You put your foot down. Your kids don't rule you. Your children don't rule you. If your children feel like they want to be big and bad, let them go. Let the Lord deal with them. Yeah, as a parent, you're going to cry, you're going to feel sad, and you're going to feel this, hurt behind it. And it's going to be dishonorable and disgusted. But you got to let the Lord deal with it. The Lord knows what's best. You just keep doing what you have to do. You keep winning your race. Don't lose your soul because your child don't want to gain their soul to the Most High. You understand? Let them go. You can't save everybody. Worry about your soul. But in the process, try to help those in need so that their soul won't be inflicted. But they have to pray to the Most High. They have to ask the Lord to watch over them and cleanse their mind, cleanse their spirit, man. Because you got a lot of devils out here, All right, so with that being said, let me get up out of here. I gotta go. It's raining out here. I'll talk to you guys another time, and shalom.